Hello and welcome to my channel, The Grape Jelly Library, where we love to talk about books. My name is Floss and I am so glad you could join me. Well, it appears that I have come down with a cold, but the show must go on, so please excuse my voice. Today, I am excited to bring you a self-help book. Every once in a while, life throws us curveballs. And I don't know about you, but I certainly seek out those books to help get me through whatever it may be. It could be a person, it could be a song, several songs, but almost always it's a book that I seek out. And I bought this book when? Okay, October 2nd of 2021, and I have never read it. Although I love her with all my might, and I had every intention of picking this book up. I just never got around to it. So, in lieu of the events that just occurred in my life, what better time than the present? The book that I am talking about is Feeding the Soul, because it's my business, Finding Our Way to Joy, Love, and Freedom by my girl, Tabitha Brown. Do you know who Tabitha Brown is? She has a TikTok channel and a YouTube channel, and I can spend all day long watching her. If you could go around the world choosing certain people and assigning them certain roles in your life, I would designate her to be my best friend because I just love her so much. She's beautiful inside and out. She's fun. She is wise beyond her years. She's had her struggles and she is here to share them with us in this book. She takes us through the journey of her life and how most of us think that she's an overnight sensation and that all the good things that have ever happened to her overnight. But that's not true. It has been a decades-long journey for her, and it hasn't always been paved in gold. She has had her fair share of struggles, and she tells us about these struggles, and she tells us how she got through them, and I just love her. She's just so fun. So I was seeking a little help, and just as I believe our education doesn't stop when we graduate, I believe that our spiritual journey or our self-improvement journey is a continued growing thing. It is something that we should work on continuously, and I know I certainly do. There are some times where I have to say to myself, Floss, you're being an ass today, and you need to scale it back a little bit because the people surrounding you don't deserve that kind of attitude. So, yes, you know what? Sometimes it's not always them. Sometimes it's me. And I like to acknowledge that, and I'm not afraid to reflect on myself and how I am acting or how I am treating other people. I never want to be rude, intentionally or otherwise, and I never want to be hurtful. Life is short. Life is short, and I'm all about, if we can't get along, then you'll just stay in your lane and I'll stay in mine, and then we'll just continue on. I am not about stirring any pots. No, I am for peace and harmony. So anyways, I'm just going to read the back little blurb for you to get an idea of how powerful her words are and her persuasion and her gift to interact with people actually is. Every single thing you do has purpose, okay? I'm a witness to the fact that when you get a chance to look back at all that's happened, you'll see how everything you wondered about, were afraid of, or didn't understand was actually lining up like a perfect puzzle. So when people ask me, girl, what did you do to be blessed like this? I just tell them I was out there living, working hard, being truthful, and sharing my story. That's really all I did. My soul woke up, realized that I was enough, and decided that everything I ever needed lived right inside of me. So let me tell you the same truth. Everything you need is right there inside of you. Let your life launch you into your destiny. She talks about vision boards. That's one thing I have always wanted to do, but I never really did. I'm not gonna lie, I don't put much faith into those. I think I am a disbeliever of the vision board, and that could be one of my problems. Should I give it a chance? Do any of you out there believe in vision boards and create them on the regular? If you do, comment below. I would love for somebody to persuade me in that direction. She talks about how being our authentic self serves us best. And it's no use pretending to try and be somebody else when everything that we are is good enough. Everything that we were created to be will absolutely take us to where we need to go, to where we want to be. Okay, so if I had to rate this book, 5 being the absolute best, I'm going to give it a 6. Why a 6? Because it excels. So we have reached the highest point that we could possibly reach in our excellence, but we have superseded it. So I'm giving this book a 6. It is not going to be my favorite book of the year, I'll tell you that. It's going to be one of them, but not my favorite book of the year, because I like a story. And I like a story of someone's life. I am the memoir queen. I probably read everybody's memoir except for that Tweedy guy. Who's that Tweedy guy? T-W-E-E-D-Y? Do you know what I'm talking about? Well, anyways, I haven't read his, but anyways, I like, you know, the Honey Bus. Read the Honey Bus by Meredith May. That was an excellent story, and because I grew up in the 70s, I could relate to that story, and I am in awe, although I was a child in the 70s, I'm in awe that we would actually not even bat an eyelash at putting a child, 8, 9 years old, on a plane to fly to a very far destination. I'm not sure where she grew up, but let's just say, no, I don't want to say something, but I know she was going to California. So putting a child on a plane by theirself and going a very far distance, that's like petrifying to me, you know. I don't understand that one, but we really must have been lax back in the 70s. If you're finding yourself in a certain way, a slump, a little bit of depression, a little lost, seeking encouragement, words of wisdom, advice, looking for a friend, then Feeding the Soul by Tabitha Brown is definitely the book that you'll want to pick up next or sometime very soon. It's a delight of a book. You will have it read in no time at all, and she has such a lovely voice and such a beautiful way of expressing the things that she wants to say. Who doesn't want to be called honey, baby? You might want to do the Audible version for a little bit more closeness with Tab and her ways. Until my next video, know that I love you. Be well, be good, be reading, and may all your dreams come true. And if you are sick like me, especially like me, don't forget that water. Super important to stay hydrated. I love you, and we'll see you again. Bye-bye.